Hey everybody, welcome back to High Lore Gaming. I'm here at the end of Kakariko Village. Gonna waltz right in and see what's changed. There's the shrine. Thought I might run into some of the villagers, but I don't see any. Oh, okay, that's new. Now, Lady Impa has been traveling. She's been helping in the Zonai research and the geoglyph research. Over here, we have Zonai ruins. Very unusual to see one floating like that. Got a researcher. We got Tauro. We met him back at the Lookout Landing. And Paya. The ring ruins are the most intriguing ruins I've ever researched. Especially this one, the way part of it floats up there. You had the foresight to focus on all these special ruins and invite the survey team to take a look right away. I'm impressed, Chief Paya. Oh no, I'm no chief. I just couldn't refuse my predecessor when she decided to pass the title rather suddenly. I'm really a chief in name only, since I still have a great deal to... Oh, is that you, Master Link? I'm so happy that I get to see you again. Paya, Chief of Kakariko Village. I'm overjoyed that both you and the Princess Zelda are safe, Master Link. Link's got to explain that Zelda's not around. What? Princess Zelda is still missing? That just confuses the matter more. You see, I actually met with the princesses not too long ago. It was immediately after the upheaval. Princess Zelda came here to Kakariko Village. She ordered all of us stay far away from the ring ruins that floats above no matter what. I saw her myself, the princess right before my eyes. She left as soon as she arrived. I wasn't able to ask her anything more about those unusual instructions. We thought it was to protect the villagers from harm. This ruin does look like it could crash down at any moment. That's what Paya and I suspected, at least. But still, I know you would not misspeak, Master Link, especially on a matter of such importance. How confusing. Oh, my apologies, Master Link. I was so pleased to... Oh, I accidentally advanced it, so let me look at the log. Oh, my apologies, Master Link. I was so pleased to see you, I completely forgot common courtesy. Please allow me to introduce Mr. Tauro, an esteemed member of the Zonai survey team. I invited him here to investigate the ring ruins that fell on our village. He has incredibly deep knowledge of the Zonai civilization. He's even familiar with Zonai script. He is truly an incredibly talented individual. It's clear that the floating ring ruins that were forbidden to explore is a unique and incredibly valuable find. Several more ring ruins with such a shape have fallen down around the village. Most have broken apart in some way. What's fascinating is that a stone slab with writing was found on each site. Deciphering the text showed that each slab contained rather interesting content, including mention of sages. There's still so much that we don't understand. I think that perhaps the ruin floating in the air also had a slab that makes mention of the sages. I can't investigate, as that would go against Princess Zelda's direct orders. If only I could meet with her again. I'm sure I could persuade her to change her mind. In any case, I'm having trouble squaring your story about Princess Zelda with the Princess Zelda we met. If everything is all right, why won't she just show herself? She must have some reason. Until we find Princess Zelda's true intentions, we have no choice but to trust her and leave that ruin alone. Okay, so we're not allowed up there. And if we go over here, we can run into the Dr Calip, who we met in Breath of the Wild, and he wanted us to call him a doctor, but no one else would take him seriously as such. What are you doing? Under Princess Zelda's orders, everyone is strictly forbidden from getting close to that ring. If that applies to an archaeologist like me, it certainly applies to an amateur like you. Alright, goodbye, Calip. I would brave some crumbling architecture if it would give us more research material, but it's not worth disobeying the princess. What if she stripped my title? I worked my whole life for some recognition, and I won't give it up now. Takes his job very seriously to keep that title. So over here we've got what was Ebah's house is now Chief Paya's house. Okay, it looks like Garshon wandered into town. I'll always remember them.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you. You're looking well.
Ah.
Hey, have you seen them? Have you seen the ring ruins? Recently, some of the ruins were hit by falling debris and lost their shape. But still, they're wondrous. Absolutely worth a trip to Kakariko Village.
Oh.
I mean, if the Zonai survey team is studying them, you know they must be something special. Speaking of traveling, I wonder if my brothers are still at New Surin's stable, bickering about swords and beasts. So up here we used to have the chicken coop. Not anymore. This looks like this is some Zonai research. They have identified the Zonai sled and wings. They have some research to do with the chickens and the ring ruins. Looks like the station stays open like all the time for advanced research. And then here we have the researcher I think we met before. Wortsworth, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Link. Good of you to come. Too curious to stay away, eh? Who are you again? What a droll sense of humor. It's me, Wortsworth, the ancient Hyrulean scholar you met at Lookout Landing. Aren't you curious about my findings here, Link?
Oh.
This is a picture of the stone tablet that fell from the sky at Lookout Landing. I managed to decipher the inscription on it using my notes on ancient Hyrulean I had in storage at this research lab. Here's what it says. Once held ye honor as a hawk command to King Rauru and Queen Sonia, thereafter to his sister and to Princess Zelda. Her on this grate stand on 12th mo with her make ye end it meantime with the royal family. So mixed her remembrance preserving for the sake of him on whom our hope raced. There's not much to go on, but you can clearly read the name of King Rauru and Queen Sonia, the founders of Hyrule. So that's like the ancient Hylian text in their older language, and it has developed and changed to what it is today over many thousands of years. The name Zelda is clearly legible elsewhere in the text. The author finishes by saying that she will write about the royal family's daily lives at 13 segments. It certainly seems to be a royal diary left behind by a chamberlain or someone of equivalent station. The part that catches my attention is the third name mentioned, Zelda. There's no record of anyone by that name in any of the other texts we've unearthed so far. But this is evidence that the name Zelda is much older than the princess. It dates all the way back to Hyrule's founding. What's written here must be the start of a first-hand account of Hyrule. Did you notice the number 13 there? That means there are 12 more stone tablets to be found. If a royal chamberlain really left these, it's an interesting perspective on the day-to-day life of the era, one which the history books don't mention. There's so much that we could learn here of King Rauru, Queen Sonia, or even this curious woman named Zelda. 12 stone tablets left. Fascinating. If you happen to find any more stone tablets on your travels, get some kind of visual evidence of them and show it to me. I'll make sure that there's a nice reward in it for you. See, I happen to got some. Link, I can see the excitement on your face clearly as day. Have you already found something? If you've tracked down a picture of a stone tablet like the one at Lookout Landing, I'd love to see it. Here's the picture.
Ah.
Oh, you have one! Show it to me! Interesting. I'll get right to translating it. Oh, aha! Incredible!
Oh.
It's first-hand Hyrulean history. Here's what the original text says. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this because it's just gibberish to all of us. So we're going to skip the part where he quotes the stone slab verbatim to where he gets into the actual English that we can understand.
Oh.
Ah, King Rauru's older sister was named Minoru.
Ah.
Here we learn a bit about Minoru. It says that she neglected to eat or sleep while making something called a construct. It was part of her research into a means of returning to life as a spirit possessing a new body should her original one die. To you or I, this sounds less like history and more like a sort of ghost story. But remember who we're dealing with. They may have had unfathomable powers that made such things possible. The revelation that Minoru was a fellow researcher makes her feel like a kindred spirit to me, and yet the Chamberlain who inscribed these stone tablets treats Minoru with such care and kindness that it warms my heart. Thank you, Link, and I haven't forgotten about your reward. 100 rupees. We're almost going to hit 10. Yeah, we'll probably hit 10,000 rupees this episode. Let's see if we can do it. The thought of such incredible historical artifacts falling down all over Hyrule is so exciting. According to the stone tablet at Lookout Landing, we have 11 tablets left to find.
Oh.
If you happen to find more stone tablets, yes, I will bring them. Make sure... Yeah, there's a nice reward. Oh, what a significant find. Thank you so much for showing it to me. A discovery this valuable deserves a special place among my records. I'll hang it up on the laboratory wall. Where should I display this one? Maybe on the wall over here. Goodness, but this place could use a tidying up. So he's going to have all of the information displayed on these interior walls behind him. Thank you for bearing with me. I put what you brought me over here. You're welcome to come and have a look at the research lab wall anytime.
Oh.
If you find any more stone tablets, please do document them with a picture so I can see. So, this is his personal study, research lab space. I love all the bric-a-brac they come up with to strewn about to make the buildings look lived in. Okay. Got all kinds of crates, contents, beds. I mean, wait, examine? Calip's journal. Read Calip's journal, first page, okay? While Tauro and I were taking a break, he asked me, "Hey Calip, what attracted you to join the Zonai survey team?" A little flustered, I answered that I heard its research division was led by a brilliant man by the name of Tauro. Because of you, essentially. I meant it sincerely, and in my heart, I longed to continue. We're not like these other dullards, you know? You immediately grasped the breadth of my vision. Of course, no such thing passed my lips. But I am certain that Tauro, and no one else, is the man who can help the world see my indescribable worth. Aha. Our leader Tauro has done nothing but surprise me since I joined the Zonai survey team. One day, I arrived at the research site to find him sitting on bare earth as he stared at a stone slab. I wished him a good morning, and to that he turned to me and said, "Ah, Calip, sorry I didn't notice you. Working overtime today, huh?" I thought back to that night before as I was heading in and I saw Tauro sitting on the bare earth, examining a stone slab. It hit me then. He had stayed up all through the night puzzling over the slab, never moving from his perch. I felt a profound envy of his ability to focus so completely that the passing of time escaped his notice. It's a researcher's duty to use his wisdom and intuition to bring to light historical truths which the ruins would keep secret. We carry on the work of our forebears and continue our pursuit tirelessly, then pass what we learn to those who come after. Our leader Tauro understands well that this is not a task that can be completed in a single generation. He says that this is why he wants to make so many discoveries, even if the credit to whom they belong is lost. That's the sort of man Tauro is, but I, Dr. Calip, won't be so easily satisfied. My discoveries will be noteworthy, to be sure, but it is my name that I want to live on forever. Not just in people's memories, but in books, stone tablets, and if I may be a trifle immodest, landmarks. Calip Valley, Calip River, the Calip Hills. My dreams recognize no boundaries. Stop reading. I guess there's no diary over here for the other person. Wortsworth or maybe even Tauro sleep there. And I don't know where the chickens would normally preside anymore, so yeah, no longer the house. So let's visit all the shops. Would be nice to get the stealth armor, you know? There it is. Hey, look at that. That's new in town. Huh. How much does it go for? 5,000. Seems steep. 5. Okay, this is inflation. What's going on? She looks tired. Claree. Welcome. Sorry, I must have drifted off. I'm just so tired lately. Look, I know it won't help to talk about it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. My grandmother's really sick. I'm running the shop while my little sister, Lasli, is looking after her. We're sort of getting by, but we're both so exhausted. I'm sorry about this, but we really need money for grandmother's treatment. I've had to hike up the prices on everything we have in stock. It's just for now, though. As soon as grandmother is healthy again, I can set our prices back to normal. I know I shouldn't bring my home situation into the shop with me. It's nice to get it off my chest, but I probably shouldn't have dumped all of that on a customer. Okay, time to salvage my professionalism. I'm so sorry about that. Allow me to welcome you to Enchanted. Anyway, you can't get your hands on CC brand fashion unless you go southeast to Hateno Village. But why go there when you can meet all your fashion needs right here? We serve both style and quality. Which is, she's saying CC's don't serve quality, just the fashion. That's awesome. Well, what is CC's brand? The CC brand is a fashion phenomenon that's getting attention all over Hyrule. I can't believe such a hot brand came out of Hateno Village in Necluda. I hope my sister can go there to study fashion. But with our situation at home, well... Oh, excuse me. Do you need something else? Situation at home. You see, my grandmother's sick in bed with a strange illness, and my little sister, Lasli, volunteered to take care of her. Lasli was supposed to be studying fashion out southeast in Hateno Village by now. But she loves our grandmother so much that she's put all of her dreams on hold. I'm sorry about this, but we really need money for grandmother's treatment. I've had to hike up the prices on everything that we have in stock. It's just for now, though. Okay. Maybe we check in on Lasli and the grandmother and see what we can do to help her. I think this is the same grandmother that had twisted her ankle when we first strolled into Kakariko Village in Breath of the Wild. I think it's at this house. Ooh, that would have been nasty. You see, this is a chunk of the fallen Zonai rock from above. That would have been horrible if it fell through her house. We can always get a torch here. That's nice. Okay, they don't live here. Nothing's changed there, okay. Doesn't look like they've added any new housing. I don't suppose we can make grandmother feel better with a firefly, can we? Yes! Ooh, you remember? We can always get the sneaky snail here. Nice. And underneath this bridge, there was an apple in Breath of the Wild. Now there's 2 of them. Nice. I wonder who was keeping them there for later. Ooh, is this Lasli? Yeah. What to do? At this rate, grandmother's health isn't going to... and Claree's so busy running the clothing shop. I'll just have to do it myself. I'll find a cure for my grandmother. What's wrong? Are you a traveler? Lasli, don't you remember me? You thought I looked really smart in Breath of the Wild. I guess it doesn't really matter who you are, so long as you're willing to listen. You see, it's my grandmother. She got too close to that nasty gloom stuff, and now she's sick and bedridden. Porridge is about the only thing that she can keep down right now. I've been trying to mix in ingredients that could help with the gloom sickness, but none of them have had any effect. I need to cook a porridge that will make my grandmother better, and I needed to do it soon. Porridge? It's my grandmother's favorite, made of Hylian rice, fresh milk, and wild greens. You might not normally think to mix those ingredients, but it's surprisingly good. I bought a bunch of Hylian rice and milk from the merchants who travel the road to the west, so I'm not hurting for those. But I still haven't found that crucial ingredient that fights off gloom sickness. So we do know that the, what is it called, the Sundelion will handle the gloom sickness. So if we have the rice, milk, and the Hylian herb, plus the Sundelion, we could make the porridge for her, and then the prices will drop at the clothing store, and we can afford to get some of those clothes. I feel a lot better after talking to you. Thanks for listening. I'll keep experimenting with recipes until I come up with a porridge that works on gloom sickness. Alright, so let's see if we have what it needs in the ingredients. We got the herb. Hold. We got Hylian rice. I don't see the milk. So we need the milk, and we know we can get the milk from either merchants in the west or from Kakariko Village. And then we just need the Sundelion, right? Yeah. So if we just find the milk, we are set. And then I'm supposing that grandmother is staying in bed in this house. Yeah, there she is. Okay, so if we can get the milk, we can help them out. Real quick, I'm going to check around the rest of town and see if there's anything else that's new. Oh, cool, okay. They've got a Sundelion. They're growing nicely. So we've got chickens. And I'm supposing those are cherry blossom trees and a Sundelion. I sure hope Nana's doing okay. At least she's getting some rest at home. Are you one of those tourists who come to poke around the ring ruins? A lot of older folks live around here. This little village used to be as quiet as a dusty old tomb. But then Paya became chief, and lots of you youthful types have been coming around. Now it's quite lively. I just worry that with all of the new folks running around, something might happen to my plum garden. Plum garden? The previous chief planted these beautiful plum trees the day that I was born. They're a part of me. I take care of them like I would take care of my own children. Cori over with that survey team shows my trees proper respect, so I let her use part of my garden for her research. She uses it to grow something called a Sundelion. It seems important, so I keep careful watch and don't fuss with it. Yep. I'd say it's important. Ooh, a golden apple. It feels like you should get luck all day for picking one of those. I wonder what time of day it is. 11:20. I wonder if the same guy is still running the inn that was in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it looks like him. Oh, come on.
Hey.
Die. Welcome, friend. Those eyelids feeling heavy? Then you've come to the right place. Pick any bed in this inn, and it's yours for a paltry 10,000 rupees. 10,000. I'm joking. You should have seen the look on your face. Whew. Yeah, I don't even work here. I stopped by hoping to catch some Z's when the owner up and asked me to keep an eye on the place. Okay, so I knew there was a Hylian running the shop. I don't remember him wearing the Sheikah clothing, the Sheikah garments look. Maybe he was. But I want to say it was like a regular Hylian that ran this in Breath of the Wild. He said he had to go make up the beds in the survey team's tents and that he'd be right back, but I don't think he's coming back. I want to look for him, but there are 4 tents in this village and only 1 me. Could you maybe track down the owner and tell him to come back already? If you run across some sleepy-looking guy spacing out, you've found your man. Yeah, he was tired all the time. Okay. Huh. Neat. I wonder what sort of goods we find in the grocer's store now. Probably the same ones. Oh! They're like missing things. Huh. Oh, she's got a pretty little garland on her hair. Trissa. Welcome. I'm sorry, the old fellows who stock this place are busy driving off monsters. They've gone off to the ring ruin that's among the hills that leads west of the village. So, as you can see, we've almost run out of goods. Those two, they just don't get along. That's going to stand in the way of them taking care of that problem up there. I can't go and check up on them, and the longer they're away, the more worried I get. Codger's quarrels. Dear me, apologies for going on and on about my old worries. So what can I help you with? Recommendations? I usually recommend the swift carrots that my mister grows. But here's the problem. He's gone off to that old fellow to drive out the yeah, okay. So, if we go up to the ring ruins, then maybe we can help them with their problem, and then he'll return and restock the grocery store. And now it's raining. So we can't necessarily sleep in the inn either. Who's this guy? Bugut. Bugut? Bugo. Hey there, kid. Did you come to see the ring ruins too? We might bump into each other when you're running around the village, seeing the sights. And if you want to learn about the ring ruins, be sure to ask the Zonai survey team people here, or the village chief. You'll find her and a few of the team members under one of the ring ruins, the one floating on the north side of the village.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're only the most amazing sight to see in Hyrule. Of all the ruins that fell everywhere, these ring-shaped wonders are only at this village. 5 of them. They've found a stone slab with the Zonai writing in 4 of the ruins. Those ancient messages are the main reason I came to this village. The problem is, I have an extreme fear of heights. My legs start shaking if I'm even on the 2nd floor of a house. And every ring ruin fell somewhere up high. One of the ruins is floating above part of the village, so at least I can see it from below. The other 4, though? Forget about it. I can't even get close. I wish I could find what was on the stone slabs in each of those ruins. A trip through history. Does it give me the weather if I check the map? It doesn't like the regular HUD information does. Okay, so what do? Do we track down somebody who will give us milk? Or do we check out the ring ruins? Or do we check out the... We should definitely check out Paya's house now. Before we get started going up the ruins. Maybe the rain will stop. Oh, okay, we found a Korok. What did he do with all the stamella mushrooms that used to be down here? Huh, they're gone. I guess Link must have picked them all. Must be where Paya does some research. All of these books. They've really upped the ante on all of their research. And already, look at that, they've got this new picture up on the wall. 3 big ideas. Read the Zonai's team's 3 big ideas. Let's see. Surveying shrines, surveying chasms, and our team's purpose. I think we know about all of this sort of thing, so we can skip that for now. Okay. So Ebah might still use this space if she were in town. A map. It's kind of crude, but yeah. So those are showing us where the 5 ring ruins fell on top of Kakariko Village. So if I take a picture, I could reference this if I wanted to visit all of the ring ruins. Make sure I saw them all. Journal of Various Worries. I don't think I'll ever find a bed that's as comfortable as the stone slab in the ring ruins. Oh, okay, so the sleepyhead probably dozed off in the ring ruins themselves. It's so cool and comfortable. I may never be able to sleep on a regular bed, no matter how soft, ever again. What should I do? Guess I'll sleep on it and figure it out. For better or worse. Puns much? Does anyone know how to treat gloom sickness? Anything helps. So if you have any information, bring it to Lasli right away. Monsters appeared at the ring ruin out among the hills that leads west of here, disrupting my research. Is anyone out there capable of dealing with something like this? I'm not from the village, so I hope it's okay for me to ask. Drenja, Zonai survey team. The cuccos used to lay their eggs in front of the store, but they've been wandering off somewhere in the mornings. So where are those dank cuckoos laying their eggs? We rely on those eggs for our business. Trissa. High Spirits Produce. The secret base is a secret just between me and Mommy. Me and Mommy. So no one is allowed to follow me ever. That's what makes it secret. Not Katla. The cuckoos used to lay their eggs in front of the store, but they've been wandering off somewhere in the mornings. So where are those dang cuckoos? Okay. Alright. And anything different upstairs? So I suppose this is Paya's diary or something? Yeah, Diary of the Chief. First page. One day, grandmother said to me, "You've grown up, Paya." It took me by surprise, so I simply nodded. She nodded back and said, "It's settled. As of today, you are the chief." And so it was. Suddenly, I was the chief. But what can I hope to achieve? Just like grandmother, I do have Dorian as my aide, for which I'm grateful. Yet for some reason, he seems troubled. Grandmother has become obsessed with old books. I'm hesitant to reach out to her with my concerns. I fear this chief's hat that grandmother has given to me is too heavy for me to bear. Literally, it rather hurts my head. It happened suddenly, without warning. I was so frightened by the impact, it was as though someone had taken hold of this world and given it a violent shake. The air grew stagnant, weapons decayed, and ruins fell from a somber sky shrouded in dark clouds. How fortunate that none of the villagers were injured. As for the village itself, it has been utterly transformed. 5 large ring-shaped ruins fell down upon the village, and a large opening in the ground has been spotted at East Hill. Even with everything that is happening, grandmother said that she was going to set out on a journey with Kato. I tried to stop her from going at a time like this, but she insisted that such times are precisely why she must go. I had no choice but to bid her farewell. Her eyes seemed to wordlessly say that she was shouldering some great mission. There were 11 peculiar symbols depicted in the books grandmother was reading. Could they somehow be related to her sudden departure? I told Pura of Lookout Landing about our village's situation. Pura happens to be related to Paya because Ebah is what, like, Paya's grandmother, I think. So that means that Pura is Paya's great aunt. She said ring-shaped ruins are incredibly unusual. Realizing this could be a good opportunity to help the village, I made arrangements with the Zonai survey team at once. I returned home to greet them, and that's when Princess Zelda arrived at the village. She seemed almost like a doll of herself, the same outside, but no spirit within. I could not hide my uncertainty. She forbade anyone from entering the broken and partially floating ruin, and then she left, just like that. She did not mention the village's awful condition, or have any words of kindness for our villagers. The Zonai survey team has arrived at our village. Their leader, Tauro, is truly incredible and has already found a clue in the quest to decipher the Zonai writing. I tentatively named the ruins that fell upon our village the Ring Ruins. It seemed the obvious choice. The villagers have treated me with such warmth, they've even embraced my decision for us to coexist with the Ring Ruins. Of their own volition, some of our villagers volunteered to aid research, and others for patrol duty. It is humbling to behold. Dorian's sweet little daughter Koko even crafted souvenir items called ring garlands. Before I knew it, our days of never having visitors had passed. Our quiet village seemed to have regained its vigor. Before all else, we must learn more about the Ring Ruins. It is my responsibility as chief to see that it is done. I intend to fulfill my duties as chief in a manner that is slightly different from my grandmother's way. Gone is the chief who sits in her hall with quiet wisdom. That is what the village needed of her then, but no longer. I must keep moving forward so that, when she returns, I can meet my dear grandmother with a triumphant smile. That's it. Looks like there's another book under the bed, but we'll look at that later. Oh, okay. Here's the classic, where it all got started 10,000 years ago. Alright, interesting. And the rain has stopped, so let's check out some ring ruins. We don't have the map. Oh. Well, we could take care of that next. So if we came from up there, I'm guessing this is the way to the Red Skyview Tower. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't mean to get in your way. So if we go this way, out of town, we should be able to find that Skyview Tower that I really wanted to get to. Ah, okay, Spot, I get it. You don't want to charge out of town. Is that good? Okay, good. We find the tower, get it activated, and then we're all set in town to check out the Ring Ruins. Okay, we get a bloopy right there. Such a funky word, bloopy. It doesn't sound like something you'd expect to use in a game like this. Sahasra Slope Skyview Tower. We got a Rito. How strange.
Yeah.
Did you come to see the Skyview Tower? My apologies. Looks like we have the same problem over here. What's going on?
Oh.
I heard that the terminal at the Skyview Tower needed repairs, so I came to fix it, but the door won't open. I have no clue why. The door isn't locked, but it won't budge, no matter how hard I push or pull. Ah, of course, I know it's a sliding door. That's what I meant, obviously. I worked up an appetite getting my brain into gear for this. I bet the nearby caves would have some tasty mushrooms. Caves?
Oh.
Yep, there are caves at the bottom of the hill. I used to go mushroom hunting in them all the time when we were building the tower. Billson. Maybe we just have to ascend up through a cave. And this little guy will show us where. Yeah, okay, cool. That's easy. So we just get underneath the tower and ascend up into it. Ah, missed them all. Discovery of the Sahasra Slope Cave. Maybe we can even give that guy some mushrooms. I don't suppose there's an awful lot of these stones, are there? Time to call out Unibo. Come on, buddy. Need you in here. Oh, okay, here's a party. Let's grab Tulin to help out with the fight. How can I miss it? Oh, I got myself in the backfire. I suppose maybe we stand up here to find the ascend point into the tower. Another shield of the mind's eye. Sweet. I want to see what was in that other passage before we ascend. So much. Okay, there's a whole lot more down here than I expected. Must be the bubble frog in here. Yes. Goodness. That was a good mother load. Just another way in. Okay. And another way around. Alright. They definitely wanted to make sure that we would find our way in here. So that's where the tower is. Right over here. Maybe it'll get us in. Yes! Oh, that is too cool. Now we see what jammed the door. Must have been monsters that jammed it from up there and then flew out or something? I don't know. That's kind of odd. Whoa! The door opened! Could it be? Did you fix it for me? And I got those mushrooms you wanted. I can't believe a couple of sticks caused all this hassle. I wonder if those were in there to begin with and just fell over somehow, or if some monster did that on purpose. Either way, that really helped, thank you. Well, oh, okay. So, we're getting back in business. The mechanisms aren't working quite right. I'll just give them a bit of oil. Ta-da! It wasn't a big problem, so a little oil cleared it right up. Right, I'm going to hurry on ahead, so this is goodbye. So we have to fly out of here for the activation. And then I figure I will try to come down on top of some of the ring ruins over Kakariko Village. So interesting. Different situation for the village, having the ruins falling right on top of them. So many of the Sky Island material is still floating high up in the sky, so it's anyone's guess why any part of it would just collapse and fall to the ground at all. So why did so much of it happen up in the sky right above Kakariko Village and come down upon it? And then how is it that, like, nobody died? It's amazing. I am glad that none of the characters got killed in the action. But it also makes you wonder about the Great Fairy that was up on the hilltop close to Kakariko Village. What became of her? We know all of the fairies, great fairies, have relocated. But I wonder what happened to the spot where... Oh, okay, you see that there's like a chasm where I think she was located. So if there's a chasm where she was located, maybe there's a chasm where the great fairies were located. All 4 locations from Breath of the Wild. So it shows us islands that are close to the Great Sky Island. Ah, and we can see a new geoglyph. Okay. So we are facing the wrong way. I want to get turned around. So these islands... And there's the chasm that is next to Kakariko Village. There's a lot of Sky Island here. Oh, we got another Zonai dispenser. Probably a shrine goes up here somewhere. Alright. This will give us some of those capsules. See what they have in this dispenser. So we can come back to it when we like. A cannon! Great. We can maybe attach to one of those to a spear. That'd be handy. I don't need a yep, so there you go. Evidence that there is a shrine quest here. I don't need the quest right now, though. I'm more interested in the things that are going on in Kakariko Village. Oh, cool. So where does it take us if we jump in here? Oh, oh. I have no idea where this treasure chest is going, so this is going to be interesting. Oh, dude. Look at that. That was awesome. Okay. I didn't expect to find that like that. An old map. What does this mean? Okay, down in the depths. X marks the spot to something located has been marked on the map. Pretty sweet. Okay. Okay, so now we can check out the ring ruins. Part of it we cannot. There's a lot of it we can. Chickens everywhere. Okay. There's a ring. There's a ring. The ring inside of there. There's a ring. And there's a ring. I don't suppose they'll let us up to this one. Maybe they will because it's perched on the top of the hill, so it's just this one that floats we can't get into right now. Oh my goodness! This chasm! Yeah, this is where the Great Fairy was. Holy moly. Really changes the look of the place. Research over rain.
Ah.
Hi there. You come all the way out here to see the ring ruins. I'll be. Watch your step so you don't fall into that chasm or get personal with any gloom. If you just can't help yourself gloom-wise, look for our resident gloom specialist, Ebah, by the tents. Anyhow, the chief here is determined to keep the ruins open for viewing. Just steer clear of the stone slabs in the ring ruins. Can't replace those. Oh, okay. So we know that there are stone slabs in the ruins that we could get pictures of, I guess? What a shame we can't enter that floating ring. I bet there's a slab in there packed with juicy information. So they just got their sample of gloom? They got a sample of gloom, like, inside of a... Oh, that is wicked. Okay, crazy. How will the ring react? To think that a chasm would open so close to a village, this warrants constant observation. Xalis is leading the ring ruins investigation, so that leaves me to focus on gloom. Watch it! Don't sneak up on me! Yikes, that was close. With all of this rain, I couldn't hear a thing. I'm a specialist in gloom, not defying gravity. One false step and that's the end of my research. Now, what brings you up here? Have you come for a professional consultation on gloom, perhaps? No. I have a good guess what gloom is, boss. What if I get sick? I know what to do. Where's the inn's owner? Oh, where's the inn's owner? Yeah. The inn's owner? Ah, the spacey-looking fellow. He made the beds recently, but I haven't seen him since.
Oh.
Okay. Perhaps he went to that tent over there. He said that he'd have an easy time finding it because of the bizarre ruins on the spot. Okay. I wonder if he made it. Looked like he was about to fall asleep. That's funny. Huh? You were just sneaking about with no good reason? You can't do that. I almost fell, you know. He wanted me to actually ask for some good, juicy information. That's awesome. Okay. I could probably climb it, but it is raining. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, that's how he came. Deciphered slabs. The stone slab at the eastern ring ruin. Some translation notes from Tauro. Wind, flame, water, lightning, and time, light. Who holds the power? Secret stone and the person. Dwell within. Power, amplify. Great might, display. The thrust of the message on the slab is about something called secret stones. Those who held powers such as wind, flame, and water, and lightning, and light and time, and amplified them with secret stones. They used the stones to attain great might to accomplish their goals. That's what I'm guessing it would have said if we could read the whole thing. So, the East Hill we have checked out. And then we would have to find some way over here without interfering with the floating ring ruins space. So if we try to cross through this airspace, then Calip will force us to come back down to the ground as to not interfere with the floating ruins. So we should try to travel to these next, I suppose. I'm going to turn on the HUD just because we need to be able to see where we're going. And it's tough enough in the rain. I'm going to use the markers to see which direction I'm headed. Yeah, I would have been really... You know what? I really... If it's easy enough, I would rather get to the shrine. Okay. No, it's not easy because of all the rain. See, I can't go this way to get up to those ring ruins. Might be easiest just to descend from the tower. And then what we're interested in... Okay, well, that is one of the ring ruins. We'll just go to the blue one first. Ah, this is where the monsters went. Okay. Let's light it up with some shock fruit. Gotcha. Okay. Come on. Oh, okay, that was easy. Now what do we get? The stone slab at the nestled ring ruin. Some translation notes. Those who most elite among the granted qualifications are chosen as sages. Okay. Clearly the sages are the subject of this lab. Filling in the blanks, I think it's basically saying talented individuals become sages by taking up secret stones. Yep, okay. We know that story. Okay. Here must be the old codgers. What? You defeated all of the monsters? Just who are you? That was some kind of fighting he did there, Olkin. It sure was. A firm grasp of defense and a strong hand with offense. Have I had it wrong all these years? It's plain as day now. You can't defeat your enemies purely with defense. No, I had it wrong. If you just attack, you're going to get hurt, or worse. Well, the important thing is that we've realized the truth before it's too late. We need a balance between the two. And this fine fighter here showed us the way. I don't know if this is a good reward, but Olkin knows a thing or two about defense. I'm all about offense. I doubt there's much a warrior like you could learn from the likes of us, but glad to help if we can. Well, now that the monsters are gone, I'd suggest that we head back to our village. Right, I bet my Trissa's store is running low on goods right about now. People there must be in deep need. So I think if we had talked to them first, they would have been bickering over what is the best strategy to take on fighting the monsters. Should you just use an offensive strategy or a defensive strategy to defeat them? Drenja, now that you've chased off the monsters, I can go back to investigating the stone slab and the ring ruins. Thank you. Well, I'm done here. Must have been important. It's a shame we don't yet know what they meant by sage and secret stone. It's too bad I can't tell Drenja, seeing as how I know what they meant. Okay. Nothing back in here. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go activate the shrine since this is convenient. Makisura shrine. I kind of think we may be able to get there from here. Yeah, it looks like if I was over there, I could. Where could they? Did Pura send you? I'm Saguru. Nice to meet you. I specialize in studying the Sky Islands. I mean, look at all these fascinating ruins just dropping out of the sky. Great stuff, right? Huh? Wait, you're not with the survey team? This is an official survey ruins research site. It's dangerous here for civilians. But if you're the sort of guy who comes all the way out here for curiosity's sake, you must be a researcher at heart. Since you're here, I'm happy to answer questions, as long as they're about the Sky Islands. I know what the Sky Islands are. Anything up there? We're not sure what lives up there, but we've found new species of plants around the fallen ruins. And if there are plants, I'm sure that there's other things that live up there too. If you're interested in that sort of thing. Try talking to Cori. She's our resident plant expert. Right now she's trying to cultivate plants that were attached to the ruins. If that interests you, you should definitely ask her about it. I'm not boring you, am I? Because I can go on and on about the Sky Islands forever. Go ahead and ask me anything. What makes you curious? I want to know more about armor made with Zonai tech. Clothing and culture are tied together, and there's so much that we don't know about either of them. So many mysteries. Anyway, the bigger the Sky Island, the bigger the settlements. We think some sort of cultural relic must be up there. But since we can't get up there, it's all conjecture. I'll have to content myself with studying the ring ruins. I'm not boring you, am I? Because I can go on. Alright, well, that's cool. We don't have a way to get to the Sky Islands. At least, not yet. I'd love to go someday. I bet the folks at Tarrytown could improve the balloon. I wish I had a reason to head northeast. So, where's the stone slab at this ring ruin? Aha! Treasure chest. That's awesome. Well, we saw the inside, right? And I didn't see evidence of the slab anywhere. Sorry, pal. Gordi, wake up! Oh dear, this isn't the place to go to sleep. Saguru's not far off, and if he finds out someone's been sleeping in one of the stone slabs, a priceless artifact, I'll be the one who gets it. Stone slab? This is the stone slab? Ah, yes. Stone slabs are, well, slabs. Like the one the guy is sleeping on. The survey team discovered stone slabs on each of the ring ruins sites here. They found this one in the ruins above. Our leader is able to read Zonai writing and says that the text on the slab is a record of a historic fight. One that was between a great king of that era and the Demon King. The ruler did not, or could not, defeat the Demon King and instead imprisoned that mighty foe. The text also says that the sages who fought beside the ruler left something behind in case the Demon King returned. It worries me to know that the discovery talks about a Demon King's return, and here the upheaval has just happened. If only we knew what the sages did to prepare in case he came back. Sorry, I didn't mean to think and fret at the same time there. You can read the deciphered writing for yourself. It's all next to the slab. Where's the inn's owner? Huh? The inn's owner is him! That guy there! Right there? Huh. He came to change our beds, but then I realized he'd fallen sound asleep. Nothing wakes him up. I tried shouting and then shaking him. Nothing. What's more, he decided to doze off on the top of this priceless stone slab. He's been saying truffle now and then. Maybe he's having a dream of eating a hearty truffle. I wonder if he'd wake up if he smelled one right under his nose. But it's hard to get a hearty truffle. They're pretty rare. I did find one, however. It was bobbing along under that waterfall. I don't know if somebody dropped the truffle there or if it floated in from somewhere else. I've got to do something about this guy soon, though. Saguru's in the ruins above, and he'll come back here eventually. Don't I have a truffle? I have Truffle. Maybe I have a hardy truffle, but I need a big hardy truffle. So... He did say there was a truffle there. Well, I don't know. I wanted to help him out, but I'm going to have to find a big hearty truffle to get that going. And these must be some of the travelers that were Oh! We're hands-on with the ring ruins at last. I can't believe it. Letty, this chunk is just a small piece of one of the ring ruins. Nothing much, really. I mean, compared to the main sites like the ring ruins over there, it's broken in two, but you can still see the full ring. Well, we can't just visit that one by order of Princess Zelda herself. No one's allowed to go anywhere near it. So isn't getting close up to this chunk here something at least? We can sweep up some of the fragments and sneak them away. We gotta study those ring ruins somehow, huh? Oh, don't mind me. I'm just, definitely leaving everything just as I found it. Wait, you're not with the survey team, are you? Phew, I thought we were going to get yelled at. We really want to become members of the Zonai research team, so we came here to study the ruins. Did you know that the ring ruins have been found only in Kakariko Village and nowhere else? That's why the Zonai team sent our specialists to examine them. We figured this was a great opportunity to learn all sorts of things. But Letty has been running all over the place to look at this and that, and we have gotten nowhere fast. Come on, I'm sorry already. But after we're done here, we want to see the stone slab found on each of the ring ruins. Huge discoveries, they say. Naturally, let's see how many of the 5 ring ruins that we can visit to see those. Alright, so this is one ring ruin we haven't seen yet. I don't know about the hardy truffle, though. The chickens? Where are the chickens going? I was very curious when we saw that they were not in their original coop space. Let's follow the chickens. Where are you going, pal? This is amazing. Where are they headed? This is crazy cool. Where are the cuckoos going? I half expect them to just vanish, like they go off of the map because they're too far away from Kakariko Village and they have their own cave! Whoa! The Cucco Hideaway. And they don't mind if I take their eggs. That's awesome. Maybe we'll find a big hearty truffle in here. I wonder if the Kakariko villagers even know where their chickens are going. No big hearty truffles. Well, still pretty cool and curious. Alright, let's go to these other ring ruins then. The stone slab at the southern ring ruin. Some translation notes. Who protect? There were some sages. What I take from this is that it says something about the facet of Hyrule as it was in those days. If I were to guess at how to fill in the gaps, it goes something like, there were those known as sages who protected the kingdom of Hyrule from the Demon King. What do we have here? Cori. Maybe there isn't anything here after all. This is where I found the Sunday Lion, so there must be seeds or something. Bah! And I'll bet tourists visiting the stone slab are going to trample everything soon. Come on, come on. So, where did you come from? I suppose I should have been paying more attention, but come on now. Sneaking up on people isn't very nice. Ah, sorry. Are you interested in the Sunday Lion? The Sunday Lion is a new species of plant. The first one was found on ruins that fell from the sky. I believe that means that they grow on the Sky Islands. I'm still in the middle of my investigation, but early results indicate that they may have some sort of relationship with gloom. If I can prove that, I think that they might help those suffering from gloom exposure or aid at research of the depths. In any case, it's rare to find them on the surface, so I'm using the village's plum garden to see if I can cultivate them. I found one near this stone slab, so I'm looking for any seeds that might have fallen. Look here, see? That's a stone slab. Yeah. The text on the slab is from the Zonai civilization, so it's beyond me. But our leader has studied the Zonai language pretty thoroughly and has an idea of what it all means. According to him, the stone slab in these ruins is a record of Hyrule during those ancient days. It says that some people called sages kept the kingdom safe from some kind of demon king. I can't remember exactly what the slab says. Why bother when this translated text is right there next to you? Besides, my hands are full with my Sunday Lion research. I don't have time to get in the weeds with sages and demon kings and whatnot. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Now, please excuse me, I have to hurry back to my Sunday Lion research. No treasure chest? Yeah, it's pretty curious because most of the pieces that fell from the sky were smaller pieces than all of these ruins. I wonder what caused these to fall. Stabilizers. Cool. I don't know where we're going to find a big hearty truffle, but we do want to solve that part and help the innkeeper get back to the inn. We do have enough orbs to go ahead and get another container here. I want to get a heart container. Okay, so what I'm thinking is... Oh, okay, this is cool. Selling the garlands. Yeah, we heard about this. You should mark your visit to the ring ruins in Kakariko Village. How about a ring garland? They're made with lots of love, and they're only 5 rupees each. What's a ring garland? They're decorations I made using flowers and plants and things. After the ring ruins fell from the sky, Kakariko Village got much busier. It's like we're more of a part of everyone's lives now, and they're more a part of our village. So I started making garlands that look like the ring ruins, hoping that they'd bring people together even more. I want them to make lots of people happy, so I'm only charging a little bit. That's right, only 5 rupees each. Well? Not today, Koko. Bye. I hope you have all sorts of good things ahead of you. Thank you, Koko. I will come and buy one another day. So we need milk, and we need to help the innkeeper, so we need truffles, and we need milk. But I know that if we end up heading to Hateno Village to get the milk, we're going to end up in a lot of other interesting quests and parts of the storyline that go deeper and deeper into things over there over at Hateno Village. And I don't want to start the Hateno Village missions just yet. I actually want to head towards Zora's domain. So as I was saying, we have to get more information to figure out things concerning the slabs. We have to get the innkeeper off of a slab. We want to eventually get inside of the ring ruin that is floating in the air. We can't necessarily get all the answers just now. I want to get the stealth gear. That will happen sooner than later. So as soon as we get the milk, we'll return to get the stealth gear taken care of by helping nurse the grandmother. So thanks again for joining me. God bless you all. Cheers.